Got us a dirt track date. Demolition derby figure eight. Eating dinner off a paper plate.
All right, I don't know if you ride motorcycles. I do. I love them. I think they're a blast. I've never raced a motorcycle before, though, but we've got a really cool race coming up here in our area. So, Mike Johns, great to have you on with this.
Good morning.
Yeah, well, you're
great to be with you.
You too, thank you. You're promoter for the Team 6 event, so
Correct.
Obviously you have a lot of these kind of things. And then we also have Sergeant Matthew Vinson with us, U.S. Army. Great to have you on as well.
Thank you. Good to
We'll
be here.
find out how you're involved. I mean, the Army, come on, you got the Army involved?
Hey, I went to the best.
Jeez.
I went to the best.
I tell you, you got it going on. Well, tell me about this race. You know, when's it coming up and
All right.
what's it about?
So we have this race coming up. It's called the United States Army Roughrider 100, the Race of Champions. And it is actually the 100 champions from the Western United States. All of these guys and girls with #1 plates. They've won their championships, and they're all coming to Prescott Valley President's Day weekend, February 17th and 18th, for one big showdown for $10,000. It's going to be awesome.
Okay, what kind of a race? Because there's different. There's dirt bike races, there's mountain races, there's, what is this motorcycle race like?
So, just recently down in Glendale at the stadium, they just had the big AMA Supercross races. This is the same level of professional racing, but off-road. So the Fain family out of Prescott Valley, they have graciously donated 3,300 acres for us to put this race on in a way that all the families that live in the Quad Cities area can actually come down and watch this race. Normally you can't see these guys. They take off for hours and
they're in the mountains somewhere or whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
And so here they are now. Our town can actually watch and cheer for these guys in an incredible display of motorcycle skills.
Are they going to be going over jumps and stuff, or just around corners, or is this more endurance? What is this?
After several conversations with Sergeant Vinson, we came up with what we call the U.S. Army Basic Training Obstacle Course for the racers. They're actually going to be riding over giant tires, big concrete conduits, logs, just like our soldiers go through when they're training to get them in shape. These guys are going to be actually going against some on motorcycles. Even our little guys, our little 4- and 5-year-old kids, they have their own obstacle course that they're going to have to go through. It's really cool.
Well, obviously, Sergeant, you ride a motorcycle?
I do not, no.
You don't?
I don't know.
He's smarter.
I stay a little more safe.
Well, I love this because
On my
I'm thinking
side.
this is crazy. You've already gone through basic training. You don't need to do it on a bike. But so why is the U.S. Army so involved and supported with this Rough Rider race?
With how I'm approaching it out here, and when I was given Mike's name, as far as this event coming up, it's about pushing passions and finding passions that drive you, and bridging the gap between the Army and passion. So, with what I do on personal side and bridging the gaps between the Army, is to penetrate a market that we haven't touched yet, or even attempted out here, which is this race. So, having us involved with it, I think we'll have a huge turnout for all of us.
Well, that's great. So you're going to have, you think, Army, you're going to have military people participating in it? Is that part of the goal as well?
Yeah, well, actually, we actually have some servicemen and women that actually compete.
There's a recruiter in Flagstaff, Sergeant First Class Vest, that does motocross, so he'll be down for that weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. I didn't even know that myself. That's exciting.
Yep. Well, yeah, because I can't imagine, and I'm still having a really hard time picturing this going over tires and all this stuff, because I've seen these training videos of, our military guys that are, training, and I'm thinking, a motorcycle? Or what are these, like dirt bike motorcycles?
These are dirt bikes.
Okay.
This is, what, Sandy, it's really fun. I really hope you'll be able to get down there. It's kind of it's a party with a dirt bike race in the middle of it. It's just going to be so much fun and a very festival atmosphere. But it's dirt bikes, and it's everything. Saturdays, all the amateurs. So it's little kids, 4 and 5, all the way up. We have an 80-year-old class for 70 and 80-year-old racers that will be competing. It's amazing. And everything in between.
I can't even comprehend. How many people do you expect to be involved in this interesting race?
We have racers coming from California, Nevada, Oregon, Canada, back South Carolina, all over the United States. But we expect probably 1,000 to 2,000 spectators and fans just from our local communities coming out to have fun with us.
Too.
Their kids are racing. You know, a lot of them have their kids coming out to race. It's really going to be
This is
neat.
so good. Okay, so what about the whole day? Are you gonna have like food and vendors and all this kind of stuff, or it's just the race? Yeah.
Well, we have that going on, and really the real essence of why we put this thing together is that there's a real passion for us. We have a kids summer camp. And that's how I got involved with the Fanes the first time. It's the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and it's their summer motocross camp for kids, and we do it on the Fane property. And we needed to raise money. That's really what the essence of this thing was. We needed to raise money for the kids camp because it's all volunteers. We all take a week off of our work and put this camp on for kids. And it's a terrific thing, but it costs a lot of money to do.
Yeah,
So we said, well, let's put on this race and try to use it to raise money for the kids. And
I like it.
that's
Okay, so
really
how do
our-
we get
our
tickets?
deal.
How do we like get
Well,
involved?
you
in
can
this?
go to www.roughrider100.com for information about the race. There's
Okay.
the schedules are there and all of that kind of stuff. But basically, we'll be selling wristbands
nice.
at
Okay.
Little Dealer, Little Prices RV. They're our hosts for the
that's
thing.
a great place. That's a great place.
So
it'll be fun.
they can give a call
Okay.
down there and get more information there too.
All right, and again, President's Day weekend.
President's Day weekend, February 17th and 18th, Prescott Valley.
Get
be there.
out there, be square, have fun. This is going to be a scream
It's
to
gonna be
see.
fun. I hope you're gonna be there.
I think I'm going to plan on being there. I won't bring my bike. Mike Johns, thanks for joining
Thank you,
us. Team
Sandy.
6
Great to see
events,
you.
and also Sergeant
Thank you.
Matt
Matthew
Vincent.
Vincent.
Sergeant Matt.
Thanks for. You should ride a motorcycle too. You should do this.